everyone. Hi. Sorry, my camera just went a bit funny. Hi everyone, so we're back again. We're here to talk about a TV series, and that's the reason why I've got a lovely milkshake here. Now you can see it properly with whipped cream.
Coffee.
And that. She has coffee because she needs coffee, but I don't drink coffee, so I'm going for a milkshake, and it all links to Riverdale. But before we get on to Riverdale, we want to talk about Rain very quickly.
Yeah, let's Well, the tea is
that before I started, right?
The tea is that I kind of.
You would have seen in Bath, we did a video about Rain because I got onto it, so Laura got onto it, and we were talking about how mental it is, but it's so funny, but it's so awful, and all that lot. I stuck with it. Laura gave up after about 2.5 series.
Once Francis died.
Oh, yeah, sorry, he died about 5 or 6 episodes in.
Yeah, and I've got to say, I think it was Frary that kept me going. And once that was over, I just couldn't do it. It was so wildly out of control. I just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
To put myself through it. But no, you talk about it because you got to the end.
So I carried on. I watched the first 3 series, and then when I came to the end of the 3rd series, about 10 episodes, I think, of the 4 series were available on Netflix.
You waited, didn't you?
And I said to you and our friend Sarah. Hi, Sarah, by the way.
Hi, darling.
I'm sure you're watching this. I said, should I wait until the rest comes out and watch it in bulk, or should I just watch what I've got? And she went, no, wait until it comes out. So I waited and waited. I went on holiday to Stratford.
Yes.
And when I got back, all the remaining episodes were on. So I just did a bulk through. I was like, gotta get this out of the way. And it was awful. It was awful! Awful!
I just couldn't cope with it.
It was like
not cope.
What is this? It completely lost touch. Well, it already lost touch of history anyway, but it went like dive bomb to the point that the final episode, one of the final scenes we saw her in, Catherine, our queen, remember? One of her last sequences was her having a threesome with Narcisse and a witch.
Do you know what?
And it sounds insane to say that, but it's the truth. And it was
that's the kind of boss-ass bitch move I'd absolutely expect from her. And I like that they've managed to keep that characterisation.
Yeah, Catherine is the only one.
But you know what they did? You know what they did is normally when in a portrayal of Mary Queen of Scots, once she leaves France, it's all Scotland, and it's all it's because of Megan Fellows. They wanted to keep her in it because she was the best thing in it.
Yeah, and they did some insane things like Charles, who was Francis' brother, suddenly kind of went weird.
Bash died, didn't he?
Bash went off to be with the Druids. He did. He went at the end of series 3. He went off to be with the Druids.
Do you know what?
And he sent a really important message to Mary in the 4th series. It's like, why couldn't he send it himself rather than getting, someone else to just pass on the message, and describes him as this man with amazing blue eyes, with short dark hair, who was a druid who wanted to pass on the message, and she instantly knew it was Bash. And it was like, just have him go to her and tell her what it is, for Christ's sake. It was just awful. And her marriage, and her, like, the fact that, the most amazing part of her life, and the most tragic, and that was the last 20-odd years of her life when she was imprisoned. The birth of her son was like episode 14 of 16 or something. I mean, literally the last 21 years of her life is the final 10 minutes. and for 5 of those, she's dead. I'm not joking you, literally. And to age her and Elizabeth, she gets put into a bit of a messy wig, and Elizabeth gets a little bit more, like, white powder on her face. That's it. They don't age them at all. They just, like, we're going to shop. And it's like her son appears begging Elizabeth to save his mother's life, and in Elizabeth's court, and she goes, no, I'm not doing that. And then Mary is going to be executed, and she's like, and she asks her God if her son is there. He says, no, he's refused to come. He won't be here. And you won't get a repeal or anything. And it's like, Okay. I just, I knew it was going to be shit.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was.
And it
was
just like, and Greer, because the actress was pregnant in real life, they had her get pregnant by a pirate who walked around with a tiger on a leash. That was, he always had a tiger on a leash with him. It was just like, what is this? And when he came back after the baby was born, he was like, oh, I've pierced our daughter's ears, because look at the sensible dad I am. And he was like, what is this?
Okay,
yeah.
But that is not why we're here.
Right, no, because I was just...
Hallelujah.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. So I'm like, I've done it. I'm not going back. That's it. But while I was away in Stratford, Laura started watching Riverdale, and I thought she was going to wait until after I finished Rain in order for... But no, she didn't. So when I got back, after I finished watching Rain, I binge watched Riverdale, and by binge watch, there are 13 episodes each, about 40 minutes. I watched 11.
11.
I watched 11 back to back in one day.
See, that's a binger.
I was like, I am so ready for this. And after the god awful writing of Rain, I needed something. And literally the first 10 minutes of Riverdale, I was hooked. It gave me so much information. That first 10 minutes was the equivalent of like one series of Rain for the amount of stuff that happens in it.
All that you need,
it's just,
you need logic, you need good characterization, you need
good costume,
good costumes,
a plot,
a cast who can act. Apart from, Queen Catherine, Megan, Toby, Adelaide. Everyone else can swivel.
Yeah.
Nostradamus, because he's sexy.
Yes, yeah.
But then he disappeared, so who cares? But look, anyway, let's not talk about Rain. We're here to talk about Riverdale.
And milkshakes.
Because,
it's like, because of Pops.
Pops chocolate shop.
Yay, we love Pops. But anyway, so I watched 11 episodes back to... I wasn't expecting to fall for it that hard. I was like, because I watched the trailer, I knew I'd love it before it came out. But I was like one of those series, because I was watching Rain, because I was watching other stuff, and I just didn't get round to it. Mm-hmm. But we knew we wanted to watch it, so we were going to watch it together, but that didn't happen.
For me, the reason I started watching it was because my husband was out one night, and I was bored, the kids were in bed, and I thought, should I start Riverdale? And it was one of those things with Netflix sometimes. You know how, like, sometimes it's like there's too much choice?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, what should I watch? And I just put Riverdale on. And, like you said, 15 minutes, and I was hooked.
Like, it was like that. It was like,
beautiful.
It was teen, yet it was Twin Peaksy and... Blue Velvet, and the kids were more mature than the adults, and what the hell is going on? The cinematography, the acting, the costume, and my mind was like, oh, thank you. I've been waiting for this.
I love how it's like Hitchcockian, yet modern, 50s, yet I don't know. It's just it's just so good. And, like, the attitudes, like, with Veronica. Veronica's the New York girl from out of town.
Veronica is my favourite. She's my favourite.
From out of town, who normally is a bitch, but is actively trying not to be that person.
Yeah. She is a girl who... She
wonderful.
Goes, yes, I've got money, which, can equate to power. But you dare speak about that girl, no matter what level she is, whether she's a geek or whatever, in the school system of various, groups. She is a person.
Yeah.
You've just spoken to her in the most derogatorily form way that you could ever imagine. Yeah. How dare you do that? And she stands up for that.
She does,
She does everything she can to help people, and I love her for that.
Yeah. No, and
she's
my girl,
badass.
Your girl is Veronica.
Yeah,
my girl is Betty Cooper. Because let me tell you something about Betty Cooper. Like, that girl is so sweet and adorable, and yet there's something dark and twisty underneath.
Oh, I know.
I love her.
Now,
love her.
So we say, because obviously we're going to be talking about it we're going to be talking about the various
Oh yeah, spoilers.
events.
Spoilers.
That should be a way that we do it every week.
That was so
You
loud.
can tell that we're having a sugar and coffee rush, can't you?
I do wish that you edited these videos. I could just edit that out. Edit that. That's horrible.
That was fun. Oh, but yeah, we love Betty.
Betty Cooper is everything.
Yeah.
I love her so much. I love her. I love how much she loves her sister and how she's an investigative journalist and just she's awesome.
Yeah,
and who's our favourite boy? Who's our favourite boy?
1, 2, 3.
Jughead! Jughead Jones is everything.
Love him.
He is just. I would have dated Jughead Jones in a second.
He is the smart, rebellious, bad boy who doesn't have the label of a bad boy. By that I mean because he's an outsider, he's an outcast.
Yeah.
He doesn't go with the flow, but he doesn't like steal cars or get drunk or all that.
He loves my girl Betty.
He does.
I think Jughead and Betty have the potential to be Riverdale's Nayley.
Yeah, which One Tree Hill. Nathan Haley.
And I do not say that lightly because Nathan and Haley
are life. They are
my ship, okay?
Ultimate ship.
Like, they are the ultimate in the teen drama ships.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, we should talk about our kind of history with teen dramas.
Oh, God.
Because, no, seriously though, being the age we are, some of the cast members of Riverdale, who are now the parents, were the kids when we were watching it.
They were, yeah.
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry is Archie's dad, plays Archie's dad.
And
Fred.
Skeet Ulrich.
Yeah.
From Scream.
Yes.
The original Billy Loomis.
And he's still got the amazing, scary, beautiful eyes in the world.
God.
Is Jughead's dad. As soon as I saw him, I was like, that's Billy Loomis!
Molly Ringwald.
Is
Archie's mum.
Who's Betty's parents? Because Betty's mum is in Twin Peaks, wasn't she?
She was, and she was also in Dawson's Creek. She played one of Dawson's teachers.
Yeah, you said he was a teacher.
Miss Kennedy, who was horrible to him because she didn't like his film.
I
think teen drama has moved on so
because when we were growing up, it was like when you hit teens, you hit like comedies like Saved by the Bell and stuff like that, wasn't it?
Sometimes Saved by the Bell did talk about things.
Yeah,
do you remember Jessie Spanner?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, but I think because when we were growing up, drama wasn't a thing for teens. It was comedy, stuff like that.
Was really,
and it wasn't until sort of the late 90s the teen drama.
Dawson's Creek,
because Dawson's Creek came in,
which was my shit.
Yeah,
I adored Dawson's Creek. I kind of still do. It's.
Do you think it's because of nostalgia, or is it because of writing? Because I watched some Dawson, but not really. You were the one that loved Dawson, but I specifically remember certain storylines, like Jen and her friend who were drunk, and her friend fell off and drowned. Was it Abby? Abby, who fell off a board or something.
They were on the boardwalk.
Oh, the boardwalk.
Yes, they were on the boardwalk in Cape Side, and she drowned.
I remember. Dawson's best friend, the girl, Joey, wearing a wire to record her dad about the drug
at the end
thing.
Of the first season. Yeah.
I remember that, and I remember. Was it Jack and his sister?
Jack and Andy.
And Andy having mental health issues.
Andy had mental health issues. Yeah, Dawson's Creek was beautiful at the time. Looking back on it now,
it's of its time.
Yeah, it's like a time capsule.
Yeah,
because there were things like Jack was gay, but Jack had two of the most chaste and brief kisses in
Oh.
network history. He was the most.
There wasn't really a racial integration either in
No,
Dawson's Creek that I can remember.
there's the odd person of colour in Dawson's Creek, but they are very rare and they don't stick around.
Right.
And the problem with Dawson's Creek had, that the people that made it, who went into One Tree Hill,
Yeah.
changed, was Dawson's Creek continued when they went to college,
Yeah.
whereas One Tree Hill skipped that step,
Yeah.
and went 4 years into
Yeah.
the future.
So after when Dawson's Creek and that happened, in the very early 2000s, the OC hit, and that hit when I was about
You would have been 16.
16,
Yeah.
and I distinctly remember being in sixth form.
Yeah.
And
So
we,
the
us girls would get together the
Yeah.
day after the OC episode. And go, what did you think? Oh my
the
god!
OC was your
Yeah.
Dawson's Creek.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I really liked
Yeah.
the OC, and I can't help but say I still really like the OC.
Yeah.
The last series, I'll admit, is total crap.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's rushed. It does insane stuff.
Yeah.
But I still can't help but like it because of that nostalgia. But the
Yeah.
first 3 series are good.
See, Dawson's Creek should have finished,
Yeah.
I think, at the end of season 4.
Right. How
When
many series were there?
There were
I don't
6, because the
6.
the fifth and sixth series was about their college years, and then they did the epilogue at the end, which was like 4 years from the end of college. So they were probably about 26.
I was going to say,
so they were
mid-twenties,
10 years on from where they were at the beginning.
Oh, okay, so
Which
then that
would
way
have been-
you can say
Yeah.
a decade has passed.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And obviously things have changed and people have
Yeah.
moved on and whatever. Dawson's Creek was not edgy though,
Yeah.
at all.
No.
It had sort of periods of being, but it was never really cool. But that wasn't what I was there for. I was
No.
there for the romances, and I was Team Pacey. I'm still Team Pacey. Dawson is such a whiny little shit. I love him, but he is a whiny little boy.
Right. So,
But the OC,
yeah, the OC
was edgy.
And
cool.
after the first series, I think it was, that was 2000. Well, no, the One Tree Hill launched in 2003, so I
Yeah.
think it was just about to start its 3rd series when One
Mhm.
Tree Hill hit, and One Tree Hill took all the ratings.
Yeah, because it's
It
everything.
went boom. And One Tree
It's
Hill,
everything.
to this day, I mean, I'm watching it at the moment. I'm because our friend Sarah, hey Sarah again, she is watching it for the first time in a minute, so I'm watching along with her.
Mhm.
And yeah, she's getting through them like ridiculous amount of time. I was a series ahead, and now she is like right next to
I
me.
told
It's
you she
ridiculous.
did 13 seasons of Grey's Anatomy in 3 weeks. I'm telling you.
Oh my god,
The girl's a professional binger. I love you, Sarah.
we love you,
We love you, darling.
But yeah, One Tree Hill is special, and that's because it's so special. It just took the ratings and everything. So you know, it's just absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for a moment, I've just got to click on something on my. Sorry about this, guys. Shit. Okay, I'm just gonna have to leave that. Sorry about that, guys. Something's just happened on my computer.
Okay.
But we'll just have to leave it for now. But yeah, One Tree Hill is everything.
One Tree Hill is so good and
Yeah.
remains good.
Yeah.
And season 3, season 4, total perfection.
Three is the best for me.
3 is the best.
It's amazing.
It's just the
It's
way,
amazing.
the arcs and the ups and the downs.
Oh
and
god,
it's
it's just
everything.
amazing. And
Everything.
episode 316 was a monumental moment in teen drama.
It was.
It was amazing.
It was.
And I looked it up actually the other night because when Sarah was watching it got 3.6 million viewers that episode
Yeah.
in America.
Yes. I mean, I have always been very, very fond of American teen dramas, even though I'm in my 30s now, and there's something magical about the drama's set in those sort of late teen years when you're changing, you're just discovering who you are, and falling in love for the first time, and friendship as well, the value of great friendship, and that Riverdale has all of that. All of that.
Riverdale's just with this great mystery on top, which is like Twin Peaks.
Yes.
It's so, and it's in this town which is out of the way, and you have the beautiful river and the forest area, and yet you've got this, big teen dramas going on in the middle.
The divide between the rich and the poor, the haves, the have-nots, the criminals and the honest people, and
you have so many characters. Like, I love Cheryl, that she's just screaming for help, screaming for it, and nobody will notice until the group do, and she's become one of the group now. The mystery with her brother Jason about they went off on a boat ride on the 4th of July in the early morning, and
what happened to him?
Only one came back. Jason didn't come back.
It was genuinely great.
The reveal of what happened to him, I was like, you have got to be kidding me.
But
I did not see that coming.
Do you see what they did? They planted those little clues that you didn't know were little clues.
I know.
And I loved the way that they edited that so that we didn't see what they saw until the time
there was a sequence where there was a USB stick which they found in his coat, his jacket, because they found his jacket, and they plugged it in. And watch this. It was from the perspective, so the camera was at the back of the laptop. And the group of them were just sat around watching this. And we saw their reactions, and they were shocked, they were crying. I think Betty had to leave, or Veronica did, didn't she? She left. She had to walk away, and they were absolutely shocked as hell. And we were like, what the hell is going on? And then we saw what it was in the next episode, the beginning of the next episode, and I was floored. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And I saw a behind the scenes thing, and they were saying that the reveal of the truth, because everybody agreed not to read the script until they were at the read through, and everybody found out. The actor who was involved with the death found out there and then.
I went, shit!
I found out what happened to his character as well, because he didn't know. No idea. So to have that, because they all agreed not to read it until the read through, that must have been.
Oh my god! I can't even imagine what that must have been like.
Must have been amazing.
That must have been so cool. But look, I've got to say, I'm on board. I am. Oh, and Bughead.
Oh, Bughead.
Bughead is everything.
Betty and Jughead. Bughead. I just love that Jughead also. Jughead has had the best lines. The best moments. The moments that stand out in your head as key moments of the series.
Cole Sprouse.
Cole Sprouse, who plays him. The only thing I've ever seen it, well, two things I've ever seen. Bits of Zack and Cody, because they've popped up occasionally, because they occasionally show them on Channel 5 in the morning, kind of. So I've seen it now. And Friends, when he was 5 years old, playing Ben.
Do you know what, that freaks me
Russell's
out?
son,
Because
Ben.
I was watching that when it aired.
Yeah.
That just freaks me out to think that.
But that's it. I've never seen him do anything else.
And he's a fashion photographer as well.
Yes, yeah. He's.
I just saw some lovely images he took of Sophie Turner.
They were beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
He's a really talented photographer.
Yeah. So it's just like, whoa. That's and I know it sounds weird, but obviously when he was younger, and I think he is a natural blonde, so to see him with dark hair, it's like, oh, okay.
Yes, I mean, obviously Riverdale is based off of the Archie comics, and we don't have that here.
No, we don't. So Sarah said to her, so I'll tell you the history now if you want to know. And I was thinking, no, I don't want to know, because I want to know. I want to watch this and experience this interpretation, because it's meant to be, obviously, for people, a new way of looking at it, and obviously people who don't know it, to see how they.
But I love what they've done. I love that they've kind of just taken the names.
Yeah.
I think they've taken like a few character traits from the comic books.
Yeah.
But it's
And
just
I
the
have to
names,
say, one
really.
thing I really, really love is Betty and Veronica's relationship.
Oh,
and
yes.
the fact they're girls, they stand up for each other, are always there. But the one key thing, okay, yes, at the beginning, Betty did have a crush on her best friend Archie, but that quickly went out the window.
Thank God.
But other than that, she doesn't mind Veronica being with
No.
Archie. She doesn't care. She's perfectly happy for. There's no. Oh, you can't do that, bitch.
That's
because
what I do love that they actively try to work against the stereotype.
Yes, and
of
the
high
jock.
school girls.
I love the fact that Archie is the jock, but he also loves music.
Yeah.
It's oh god, it's wonderful.
But it's like Lucas in One Tree Hill,
And
star basketball player,
who's
also a writer.
And can I say, high five, obviously, to the people of the fact that you have a jock who loves music, who tells his father that this is what he wants to do, and his dad is 100% behind him.
and his dad's also Luke Perry.
The fact that he's also Luke Perry, we're fine with. But the fact that he's totally supportive of him.
Yeah.
And there's a bit with Archie's gone out and, with his girlfriend and that, and there's something is revealed.
Mm-hmm.
And rather than, telling him off, setting a load, going off on him, setting a load of rules that he's going to rebel against, his dad, they get out the car, and Archie's visibly upset, and his dad just holds him.
Yeah.
And it's like, God, you are good.
Sometimes when you're parenting, you have to go against your natural instinct to go. Sometimes you just have to hold them and go, look, you've messed up, but you've got to make this right.
Yeah.
And you can.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And I did love that moment myself. I thought that was so beautifully acted.
Yeah.
And I know I've said it, but I love the fact that they've used actors from old teen dramas.
Yeah.
Because from what I understand, Luke Perry's career once 90210 was over, it didn't really go anywhere.
Well, you have that. I think there's that issue with a lot of teen drama-esque actors.
Joshua Jackson, who was Pacey in Dawson's Creek, and Michelle Williams have both done very well.
Yes, they have, yeah.
But Casey Holmes and James Van... James Van Der Beek was in Suits, I think.
I think he's done more behind-the-scenes stuff.
So he's like a producer now.
Yeah, and he was in, How I Met Your Mother. And
bit parts.
And he was in One Tree Hill.
No, he wasn't.
He was. He was director of Julian, because Julian was the writer for the movie of Raven.
Okay,
he was the director who was also a drug addict who wanted Brooke to sleep with him, and Julian told him to fuck off, and he ended up being director.
I totally forgot about
that. Forgot? Oh, because he's at all the auditions, and he's like, and Brooke walks in, he meets Brooke for the first time walking in when she's going to have a rant at Julian about the costume.
Shit,
he's like, oh, you are so going to be Brooke. And she went, no, she goes, no, honey, the Brooke from high school is gone. Like that, and she's like, walk away. I am not going there again. Because he's all like, take your top off and stuff like this, and it's just like, oh,
so dude. Totally not Dawson.
Yeah,
the anti-Dawson.
He's the anti-Dawson drug addict.
I completely forgot about that.
Drug addict director.
Right,
you're gonna have to look it up now.
I'm gonna have to look that up now. But where were we? Yes. Anyway,
stars from Teen.
Yes. Their stalled careers. I mean, I know Ben. What's his name that played in the OC, the adopted son in the OC. Ben. What's the son's name?
Ryan.
Yes.
I know who you mean. He did Gotham City and stuff, didn't he?
But I don't know about the others. I don't think the others have done much.
I think that they've kind of gone off to do more behind the scenes stuff. And weirdly, Chad Michael Murray, after One Tree Hill, became a writer. Yeah, he's written fictional books.
Yes, he has.
So it's like, art's him to,
I mean,
his life.
It's just so oddly affirming to see people that we know.
It's nice.
It is nice.
It's really nice, and it's like, oh, hello.
And I really hope it continues. As the series
but
goes
it's
on.
so great. The writing is brilliant. The pace of it,
perfect.
was perfect.
Yeah.
I was hooked from that first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, this is what I've been screaming to watch.
Can we talk about
the
music? The music. Good God.
Right, the music is like how One Tree Hill is, where music is everything. Because One Tree Hill, Peyton, one of the main characters, she is obsessed with music.
Like properly obsessed with
properly.
music.
She has so many vinyls, and and she's. And the actual writer, Mark, what's his name, who plays
Swan.
Who plays the record shop owner.
He does.
He very much wanted live music in, because music, teenagers, it's a massive thing. So music is very prominent in One Tree Hill, as is in Riverdale. And I'm series finale.
Believer, Imagine Dragons.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
That was perfection.
That should get an award for perfect timing of a song.
Perfect.
It was like,
it's just, and there's the song where Jughead is leaving the drive-in. Waves, that's called. I downloaded that before my laptop died.
Yeah.
I'm so sad about that. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to rectify that, but don't worry about that. That's a different thing. But music is essential when it comes to teen drama.
Yeah.
The right song can either make or break.
And it's kind of like how, if you think back, I'm sorry, I'm going there. But if you think back to Rain, where they did instrumental versions of songs for them to dance to, or they used actual proper teen songs, but it was the teen songs that were rather very girly, and
the Gabriella Applin cover of The Power of Love.
I know, it was just like, no, we want realism. We want life.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
And Riverdale gives you,
and Riverdale also
the music, even
Archie
the instrumental
songs.
stuff. Yeah,
Archie
Archie songs are
songs
sweet,
are
and
great.
Josie's as well.
Yeah,
Josie and the Pussycats.
I mean, if we're talking about
the one thing I just want to say, the music, like when Cheryl had a nightmare of drowning and her brother reaching out to grab her and stuff like even the instrumental. Just everything.
There's
just
one
wonderful.
instrumental that always gives me chills, and it's the end of One Tree Hill, season 3, episode 16.
Oh yeah,
where what has occurred, and there's this instrumental, and there's Lucas's voice talking about what's happened.
Reading a poem, wasn't it? It's,
and it's so haunting and perfect.
Yeah. What is
exactly
darkness,
timed?
Yeah.
What's its name? Is it your name?
Is it your name?
Yeah. It's just so perfectly timed.
Yeah.
And beautifully put. Teen dramas are so important.
Yeah.
I mean, looking back on
that, it is. I have to say, with teen dramas
are
now,
there any gay characters in One Tree Hill? There was the Anna girl in season 2, but that's it.
Yeah, that was really it. They didn't really.
They didn't explore that at all, did they?
No. I can't think of anybody.
Although it did make me laugh in Riverdale when Veronica and Betty kissed, and Cheryl said faux lesbianism went out of fashion in 1994.
Yes.
No.
But I love the fact that there's drama, that it's smart.
It's very subversive.
And I have to say, I wish that Riverdale was around when I was a teenager.
God, I
because
know.
I was like, just as I'm hooked now, I'd be hooked to it.
Do you know what, though? Looking back on the 90s and the early 2000s and some of the dramas that we watched, some of the messages that we received were so damaging.
Totally.
Yeah.
But I hate to say it though, but without those,
there
would
Riverdale.
not be Riverdale.
No.
Just as if it wasn't for the crappy teen books that we had, like Sweet Valley High, young adult fiction would not exist.
Would not exist, no.
So even though or if you want to do it at another level, if like Windows 95 hadn't happened, we wouldn't have this.
That's true. That's true.
We had to deal with computers where you you hit the power button to power off, and then you had to hit it again in order for the monitor to turn off to officially shut down the system. We had to hit 2 buttons to turn off a computer.
I know.
Kind of thing. It was, or having to wait 5 minutes for your phone.
The 90s was such an odd time.
Do you remember? Get off the internet, I want to use the
phone. And if you wanted to send a text back in the early 2000s, you had to press that 4 button 5 times to get an F. Just... Yeah, you had people that could still send a text in like 20 seconds. Oh no, I'm so happy that we grew up when we grew up, because
it was kind of like it was before the technology and such caught on. We still well, not saying that kids don't play out, but it wasn't a case of there was so much around.
No, and I think the world was a smaller place. The world was
you didn't have the concept of like speaking to someone on the other side of the world.
Our friend lives in New Mexico.
Yeah,
and we speak to her almost every day.
Yeah, multiple times
a day. Yeah. And I've got other friends. I've got friends in Charleston and Florida.
Yeah,
and it's amazing that the people. Sarah knows them too, and they've never met in person, and yet we talk all the time.
Yeah,
and I think my life would be.
But don't you find it interesting? Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
But then with a drama like Riverdale, you have that same kind of thing, but they don't discuss like outside of Riverdale.
No,
Riverdale is the epicenter.
Yeah.
Occasionally, Veronica refers to her dad because they've moved from Riverdale, from outside the area because of a scandal with her father. But that's it. Nobody, goes outside of Riverdale.
I think that was a problem for not One Tree Hill, for Dawson's Creek, is they all went to Boston. So they moved away from Cape Side, which was their epicenter. Yeah. And they were in this city, and there were all these new people, and it was a bit like, well, no, because
So they all went to the same college, same university, but they all were in Boston.
No, they were all in Boston. There's a couple of universities in Boston.
Right. Okay.
Pacey kind of opened a restaurant, but he worked and he became an investment banker. It was weird.
That's a weird career
It didn't work.
Yeah.
As well as it could have done, which is why what One Tree Hill did is, by skipping those 4 years and keeping the core people in Tree Hill, they kept to where we have known them.
And people in Series 5 premiere were coming back.
Yes, to Tree Hill.
You saw where they were and figured out why they were unhappy.
I mean, it's like the beginning of season 2
and then it got brought back.
One Tree Hill. They leave at the end of season 1. By the end of episode 1, season 2, they're back in Tree Hill.
But don't you find it so interesting, also casting with One Tree Hill, that the only one that was actually the age that he was depicting, that they were meant to be depicting, was Nathan?
Yeah.
That he was actually 17.
And you can see
his
baby face.
And he's got spots and everything, and everyone else is in their 20s, early 20s, and it's smooth skin.
I mean, I've got to say that is...
And then when the 4-year jump happens...
Yeah.
Everyone else is kind of the age that they are depicting then, so it's all, but he's still very baby-faced. It's...
I mean, there's oh God, is it Norwegian? Yes, Norwegian show I watched called Scam.
Oh yeah,
which depicts a high school and the kids in this high school, and they are all the age that they should be.
Oh, okay.
They're 18, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids.
Yeah.
And they look like kids. They've got bad skin, and they're skinny and they're gangly and everything. But they're all still so very beautiful. But that is something that American dramas do, is that they cast people who are a good 10 years older than the age that they should be. Bianca Lawson is in Dawson's Creek in season 3 because her father becomes the principal. And Bianca Lawson was probably 26, 27, 28 when she was playing 16.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Bianca Lawson has not aged a day
No.
since Sabrina the Teenage. I think she was in Sabrina. She was in like one of the really early ones.
I couldn't tell
you.
I'll take your word for it.
But she's, I mean, she's goals because like she's Beyonce's stepsister now.
Yeah.
Because her dad married Beyonce's mum.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But they do tend to cast people a lot older than 16 or 17.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how old.
I don't know if also the law has something to do with it as
the
well.
law might have a lot to do with it too. Yeah.
I don't know what the age bracket it gets classed under, but there is the child labour law.
That's true.
Where if you're of a certain age and you're on a show or whatever, there's only a certain amount of hours.
That's why
you
they
can work.
tend to cast twins, isn't it? When they have children, so one can work.
You
and
work
one can
because
rest.
of when there's a certain amount of hours that they're allowed to work. They have to study for a certain amount of hours as well. So it's it's what it is. So the guy who plays Nathan James Lafferty. He was the only one that was actually of the age.
But I've got to say, he.
But you can see his acting really improved.
His acting improved immensely, immensely over 10 years.
He's a good basketball player.
That's why they employed him, because they wouldn't have to. Yeah. Because I believe Chad Murray had to have a double.
Yeah.
Whereas he didn't.
I know that the sequence where they're going for a game or something, I don't know, it's a champion game, and it misses. He does the final shoot and he misses and he loses.
Yeah.
That was his 21st birthday or something like that.
Right.
And he actually made the shot.
Oh.
And it was like, and he did it without a stunt double. And I've seen the footage, and he's like, what? It's a really funny moment, and he's like, yeah,
but going back to Riverdale, because this was supposed to be about Riverdale.
Well, it sort of still is, but
Yeah. I am just so looking forward to next season. I can't wait to see. And it's a 22 episode season, not a 13 episode season. So
yay! I'm so intrigued to know what they're going to do with Cheryl.
Well, Lily Reinhart, who plays Betty, has said that they've done the read-throughs for all of the episodes.
Right.
And they are, apparently our socks are going to get blown off.
Right.
We've got no idea what's coming.
Cheryl, okay, she's not my favourite character, because my favourite character is Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
But God, you don't forget Cheryl.
No. And we were talking, weren't we?
Stunning.
About
and
makeup.
I have to say,
the makeup design on the show is amazing.
I adore Cheryl. Because I know this is I don't know if this sounds weird or whatever. I adore her hair.
Yes.
Her hair, she's a natural
redhead. Red, isn't it? Yeah.
But you would tell it's a natural redhead.
Yeah.
And it's the most beautiful.
Archie is not natural red.
I mean, it's a nice shade of red.
It's a nice shade of red.
But you can tell it's from a bottle.
And I love the fact that they cast Molly Ringwald, who is a natural redhead.
But her hair is stunning, and I think it really suits her character as well.
And I've got to say,
because I don't know from the comics if she's a redhead in the comics or anything.
I've got no idea. But the costume design, the makeup design,
the costume,
the white
dress,
dress,
the white dress for Cheryl.
Everything.
Oh,
everything. Do you know what? This is such a glow up from Rain.
Oh,
as far as costume goes. This is like Nirvana.
Yeah.
Because
I'm sorry, Jughead with his hat.
His hat, which is like a crown, which is what his character in the comics always wore.
And his t-shirts are like an S on it and stuff,
just...
and it's just like... Oh, even
Archie.
Even his dad's gang with the jackets and the jeans, because they're motorcyclists.
I tell you what, Jughead looks the boss.
Oh my!
He looked like a
but still, I was like, "You look amazing, but don't put that jacket on, baby. I don't want you to check. Don't do it." And but, Betty, when she goes dark, hell
Betty.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Dark Betty and Southside Serpent Jughead Jones.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
I can't wait.
I love that Betty is pastel colours. She's very girl next door,
all American girl.
Yeah.
All American girl.
But it's the picture that her family wants everyone to perceive them to be, isn't it?
I've always thought with Cheryl, and I said this to you and Sarah when I phoned you, is Cheryl's makeup, it's like she's trying too hard, because if you look at the other girls, their makeup is flawless. You can hardly tell they're wearing any. Yeah. Because it's so well done.
Yeah, Betty is extremely natural. To think that you wouldn't that she wasn't wearing makeup.
I don't think she either wears a lot to the point where it looks like nothing. Yeah. Or she doesn't wear any. Yeah. But then,
Veronica, you can tell. See, she wears makeup, but it's very.
It's very well put on. And
I know this may sound a bit weird. Kind of celebrity-esque in regards to flawless eyeshadow.
She's very
Hollywood,
eyebrows, lips. Yeah. Contour.
Yeah. Kind of thing. And then Cheryl, it's caked on. She has to have the reddest lips, the biggest lips,
clumpy eyes. And But do you know what though? I've started watching makeup tutorials. I mean, as you can tell, makeup plays no part in my life.
Or mine. I don't wear makeup at all.
I just don't do it. Yeah. I can't justify the expense in my mind.
And with me, I've got very sensitive skin and such anyway, don't I? And the fact that I'm allergic to face paint, so I'm like putting something on my face. I don't want to do that.
I watched this YouTube channel which has 2 million subscribers, and I came across it, and it's wonderful. It's called Pixie Woos, and there's these two sisters, Sam and Nick, who are makeup artists, and they are makeup artists. They can make this stuff look so easy and so beautiful. I love how they do their makeup, and when you have someone who knows what they're doing, it looks flawless, which is why if I did it, I would look like a clown. but the makeup artists on Riverdale,
do you think it's kind of like, in a sense, like Betty would be the one who doesn't wear makeup, or she's wearing so much that she doesn't look like it. Yeah. Veronica is the one who knows what she's doing, and Cheryl's the one who's trying
really hard. Yeah. And I think that's what you're supposed to take away from that.
And you can understand that about Cheryl's character, that she's trying to be the person.
And I do love that that they took
she's not
the arch bitch and made her massively vulnerable.
And she's an arch bitch, but she's not a bitch at all.
Not at all, no.
And just like Veronica is the rich girl, but she sticks up for everyone. Yeah, she does everything. And there was a wonderful moment with the whole thing with her father and embezzling money and everything, and she met a girl in school in a class, and she really got to know her, and she and then she realised that her dad had swindled Veronica's dad had swindled that girl's dad. What is her name? Ethel's dad. And she was like trying to give Ethel stuff and everything, and then finally she just went up to Ethel and her mum and said, "You don't know my surname. This is it." And she tells them, and her mum, Ethel's mum, goes mental and tells her to go away. And then the next day in school, she bumps into Ethel, and Ethel, fair play to her, because Veronica's crying, saying, "I don't want to lose our friendship, but this is what's happened. I can't fix it. I don't know what to do. I'm so sorry." And Ethel just says, "It's what your father did. It's not what you did. What you did was stick up for me when something happened. You were my friend,
and that's
I love you for that."
That's a real theme in Riverdale. Yeah. It's the parents that can't let go of the past, and it's the children who are trying to break out of that.
And it's only the children that are trying to figure out the truth of what happened to Jason.
And no one else is bothered. Yeah, no one else cares. No. And I think there's something in that as well, that the children are curious and want to know more. It slays. I love it. Yeah, love it.
Like lighting, cinematography, everything is wonderful. The finale, the last minute of the finale, I was screaming at my laptop. I was like, "Don't you dare do that to me!"
Can we talk about the colours? The colour.
Oh my god!
The colour palette of it is just so amazing. It's like neon and
every shade of blue that you can imagine.
Every frame looks like a photograph. Yeah. It's so beautiful. Yeah. they've spent some money on this.
Yeah.
They really
I
have.
think that really shows you that they're really invested. It's
Yeah.
it's not just another team where you can, if you compare the first series to the second series, you go, whoa, they weren't anticipating this is going to be hit, and they've really heightened the budget.
I think,
you know, kind of thing.
But then, you know, I finished Riverdale and I was like on a teen drama high.
Yeah.
And I started 13 Reasons Why.
Oh really? I watched 2 episodes of 13 Reasons Why before I went on my holiday, and I still haven't come back. I get that it's the interesting premise. I get that some people are really upset about it.
Yeah.
I don't get why there's a second series being commissioned.
Me neither.
It's based on a book that's a one-off thing. Why are you playing around with it?
But like, I didn't really connect with any of the characters.
No, nor did I.
Is it awful that I was like, because they didn't establish Hannah before she died?
Yeah,
it's almost.
But I don't know.
I
don't know if
it's
it's that
weird.
thing that you learn more about her as it goes along, because you did in the 2 episodes I watched. I did learn more about her, but I didn't care. That was the thing. That was the kicker for me.
Yeah.
That I didn't care enough to carry on. Whereas Riverdale, 10 minutes in, I'm there.
You were there.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there with you.
You see,
so for me, for that one show, it didn't work.
I think the thing is,
but that's not. I'm not saying that means it's a bad series.
No,
or anything, and,
no. It just to be honest with you,
what the subject matter.
Yeah.
If there's a TV series and it makes teens talk to their parents and it does something to help someone, that's awesome.
I mean, there have been a lot of suicide prevention groups who have watched it and not been happy with their depiction of it and the consequences of it. But then, you know, unfortunately, I don't always know if these things are ever represented properly. I don't know. It's very hard.
It's a very hard thing to do, and especially in a drama, you know, like, where does the line between fiction and reality fall? I think that's.
I mean,
so when you had something like, say, like One Tree Hill, when they did the phenomenal 316, which to this day, I watched it the other week and I sent you a picture. Yeah. I was crying my eyes out, where it was about a school shooting, and they went, we're not doing like a Columbine thing. We are not trying to say he's a bad guy for what this is happening, because he's not.
Pain.
He's a boy who's in pain, who didn't plan it. He didn't know it was going to happen. He was as shocked as everyone else, and he was just in so much agony. And it just said, look at the situation from that person's perspective and talk about it.
I mean, I said to you, didn't I? You know, I loved how they don't demonise him. No. They don't make him this evil entity that nobody could possibly understand.
And there's like, even further on in the end of because it was series 3 that happened. Series 4 was when they graduated.
Oh yeah.
And Mouth is really upset that he's been cut out the yearbook. Literally, like, there's a picture of the two side by side, and you can see like his shoulder and part of his face, and he's been cut out of the picture.
Yeah,
it's quite a well-known picture from, so even the fandom was shocked by that.
Yeah,
and he gets really upset, and he has one printed with Jimmy included and pages about Jimmy.
Yeah,
and he gets everyone in school to sign it.
Yeah,
and they're all like, "We miss you, Jimmy. We love you," and everything. And then he presents that to Jimmy's mum.
I know, and it's so beautiful.
It's so,
And I love the moment when Lucas and all the Rivercourt boys go to his funeral.
Yeah.
And it's
and his mum is the only person there.
She's the only one there.
And then they turn up and they hug her. And
it's so hard because, you know, like I said to you, I watched the TED Talk with Sue Klebold.
Yeah, I've watched it now, yeah.
And I can't
Sue Klebold was the mother of Dylan Klebold, who was one of the boys in the Columbine massacre.
Yeah. I cannot even begin to imagine what she's been through.
The fact that the way that they approached that, the fact that it still stands up to this day, the fact that 3.6 million people in America watched it when it aired, it caused discussions.
It did.
You know, teen drama has the ability to do stuff like that,
when
to
it's
have
done
a power
well.
when it's done well.
Yeah.
But it's when it's done well, and I don't think 13 Reasons Why, for me,
Mm-hmm.
for the fact they are a 2 out of, I think, maybe 8 episodes or something it is, and it just didn't get me, it didn't connect me, I didn't, in a sense, care. I think that says something about it. But then there are lots of people who do love it, and I might be in a minority, I don't know.
I think perhaps when I have the time or the desire, I will try again with it.
Yeah.
That is not now. Maybe it will be later on. I don't know.
But teen dramas, when it's done right, are important.
They're really important.
I think Riverdale has got a lot of importance, like the supporting of Archie with his music.
Yeah.
The thing with Jughead with his dad
the
and his
female
mum.
friendships.
Yeah, the female friendship. The girl, standing together.
Yeah.
Even like, the stuff with Jughead and his mum. And the fact that Archie's dad just takes him in without question.
I am gonna sort of deduct them points for one part.
Okay. What part was that?
Archie and the teacher.
Yes. Okay. There was this whole thing of Archie having a love affair with his teacher, and it was in the opening 15 minutes or so that we learned this. But the reason, because it had to have a link with why he was at the river, and a bit of evidence in a sense as to what happened to Jason, which he couldn't reveal because of the affair. But yes, I'll give you that. But
I'm glad they got rid of it.
They got rid of it as quickly as they could. I'm praying she's not back in the second series.
We know she is.
Oh, don't say that.
No, because somebody
I know
zoomed in to a production note and it says something like "hats for Miss Grundy" or whatever. But
I'm just hoping that was an old thing and that's not actually going to happen.
If that's what you need to believe, dear. Okay.
I know, but I
personally don't like the teacher-student dynamic.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I've seen it done. It's been done a few times.
Even in Dawson's Creek, wasn't it? Because Pacey.
They did it in Dawson's Creek. They did it in One Tree Hill because Brooke slept with her English teacher.
Well, yeah, but she didn't know he was her English teacher until she turned up to class the next day.
Aria and Ezra from Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah,
that's
Sarah mentioned that, but I've
same
never
thing.
watched it, so I don't
They
know.
had a relationship all the way through Pretty Little Liars. Not that I really watched it.
I thought you did.
I watched the first 3 seasons and then I got kind of tired of being distracted by other things. I abandoned Pretty Little Liars.
Right, okay.
But I don't like the teacher-student dynamic because there's nothing you can do to make it not odd to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm 34. As much as I love these teen dramas, when I meet actual 16 and 17-year-old boys, I'm like, why would anybody do that? That's weird. It's wrong.
Yeah.
And I can't square it away in my mind to make it acceptable in any possible way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not for me.
No.
I get there are people that love that, but for me, it's just not for me.
It's
so
what it is.
But no, teen dramas are so important, and I am a massive fan of them, and I will continue to be.
Yeah.
I think, and I can't wait to see what other.
And what's going to be really annoying is that obviously with the next series, it'll be on Netflix once a week, the next episode. So we'll have
God,
to wait.
I'm going to have to wait, aren't I?
We can't binge watch, we have to wait. That's going to be so
See,
annoying.
I did what you did. I watched it
because it
all
had finished by the time we got round to it, hadn't it? So, So I binge watched 11 episodes in one day, and literally
Do
my
not
eyes.
touch Bughead. If those two break up, I'm going to be very upset.
See, and with Veronica and Archie, I don't mind that they're together, but then I'm not bothered if they break up, if I'm honest, at the minute. But then that's at the minute. I don't know what's going to happen next series, but we know Veronica's dad's coming into the picture.
Yes.
So, and for me, you say about messing around with Bughead, and I agree with you. If Fred, what happened at the end of series 1, if that ends badly, I'm going to be fuming.
It's already on his IMDb that he's in it for the entire
I know,
so
but that doesn't necessarily mean, because if you think about it, Jason is being featured. He's in the second series because he's been on that now, and he's a ghost. He's pops up in nightmares and such. That doesn't mean just because he's listed in all the episodes, it doesn't mean that he's actually there.
Okay,
kind of thing. But yeah, it's so fabulous. I love it. I think it's wonderful.
It's subversion, and Sarah pointed out, just like One Tree Hill, all the episode titles are songs.
Yeah.
In Riverdale, they're all film noir titles, and that's
they
amazing.
all relate to what happens in the in the
Oh,
episodes.
these people are so bloody clever. Give me a job. I'll make the tea.
Let me sit in on the read-throughs.
Yes. And they'll be like, okay, so Bughead has an argument in this scene. No! No! I'm not having that! Farchi can argue.
Farchi is like Veronica Farchi.
Farchi can argue and break up, but don't touch my Bughead. Thank you.
Oh my god.
They need to be soft and fluffy and kiss lots. That's what I want.
And have sunshine and rainbows
Absolutely.
and babies and all that lot.
Absolutely. Yeah. They're going to be the Naley of Riverdale. I've told you. We could even get Jughead Jones on the basketball team if it helps. Just...
No, Riverdale, they don't do basketball.
Oh, no,
they do football.
They're a football school,
American football. That's what they do.
Yes.
Yeah. Jocks and all that lot.
I love this show so much.
Yeah. And haven't they got, like, the best, like, well, it's kind of, lounge area, isn't it? That the kids
sit in. Common room.
Common room, that's it. Sorry, I couldn't think what the word was. The big leather chairs and the vending machines and all that lot.
It's Hogwarts via America, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like it's, Twin Peaks and Dawson's Creek and One Tree Hill and all that lot. It's...
Amen. It's amazing.
Oh my God,
love it.
it's incredible.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We've been talking about for an hour. Yeah.
My throat's starting to go funny.
Mine is as well.
Right, guys. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.